Hey, kamusta na po kayo? Thank you again for tuning in to Channel D. As we are all instructed to stay at home, what can we do to help fight this COVID-19? I think we can all pray. But will God answer our prayer? In this series, Fighting COVID-19 Through Prayer, we have already covered 3 facts about prayer. The first one is the power of praying together. The second one is pray in accordance to God's will. And the third is pray with confession. Now, we're going to talk about fact number 4, pray with a broken heart. But before that, let me again invite you to join me in this advocacy by subscribing into this channel and kindly also turn on the notification bell below. Thank you. You know what? This crisis can either harden or soften our hearts. Hardened means being arrogant, critical of others, or being bitter, while a softened heart means becoming open and broken. Let me share with you a Bible story found in Luke chapter 18, verses 10 to 14. 2 men went up to the temple to pray. One, a Pharisee, and the other, a tax collector. The Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, God, I thank you that I'm not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and give a tenth of all I get. But the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven, but beat his breast and said, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I tell you that this man, rather than the other, went home justified before God. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. You know, when we approach God, we can be like the Pharisee, expecting God to answer our prayer because of our credentials, which are far better than others. Or we can also be like the tax collector, approaching God with a broken heart, acknowledging that we don't deserve God's attention because we are sinners. Our only hope that God will answer our prayer is because God is merciful. Psalm 51:17 says, My sacrifice, O God, is a broken spirit. A broken and contrite heart, you, O God, will not despise. Can I share to you a bit of my story? More than 15 years ago, I experienced brokenness. My mother was dying of cancer, my marriage was falling apart, and I'm losing my precious family. My wife and I were always fighting, not only on big matters, but also over small stuffs. It went on for the next 7 years. In fact, before, I don't believe in aliens. But I found out they were true. Because if you know what, in our marriage, I experienced flying saucers. And because of that, we end up buying more plates. So after almost 7 years of continuous fighting, away bate bati away, my wife and I were already contemplating of separating. I was broken-hearted. And at this point, I recall that while I was in the hospital taking care of my mom, I cried out to God for help. I surrendered everything to Him. I told God, Lord, I can't handle this anymore. Please help me. You know, the following morning, something amazing happened. I got a call from my wife. Her name is Sheila. She told me she can't understand what happened to her. She woke up that morning confused because her anger, ill feelings against me was all gone. You know, it was God's first miracle in our family after I surrendered everything to God. And you know, this year, my wife and I, happy to tell you, had celebrated our 22nd wedding anniversary, and it's all because of the grace of God. I hope that has encouraged you to continue praying with a broken heart. Miracles still happen in this modern age. Thank you, and God willing, I will see you in our next clip. God bless.